Sagittarius, let me tell you the truth people rarely say out loud. You were never born to live a normal year. You're built for plot twists, for brave decisions, for the kind of life that makes other people whisper, how did they pull that off? And 2026. It's not here to gently guide you. It's here to activate you. This is the year your inner compass stops spinning in circles and finally locks onto one clear direction. Not because life becomes easy, but because you become undeniable. The theme of your 2026 is simple and powerful. You don't need permission anymore. Some Sagittarius will change careers. Some will move. Some will fall in love in a way that rewrites their standards forever. Some will finally cash in on a talent they've been treating like a hobby. But almost all of you will face the same moment. A door opens and you realize you're the only one who's been hesitating. This horoscope is designed for Sagittarius Sun, Rising, and even Moon signs, but if you're a Sagittarius Sun, you'll feel it like a drumbeat in your chest. Your 2026 storyline from restless to legendary. You start 2026 with a strange feeling you can't ignore. You're grateful, but not satisfied. You may have people around you who love you. You may have stability. You may even have success. And still there's a part of you that refuses to shrink into comfort. That part is your destiny calling. In 2026, the universe doesn't punish your restlessness. It rewards it if you channel it into one mission instead of 10 distractions. The biggest difference between the Sagittarius who wins in 2026 and the Sagittarius who stays stuck. Focused out, your luck has always been real. But in 2026, your luck becomes strategic. You stop relying on it will work out and start building the version of your life that can't fall apart. The first quarter, January-March. The first months of 2026 are not slow for you. They're sharp. They're clarifying. They're the kind of energy that forces you to tell the truth. What have you outgrown? What are you tolerating because it's familiar? What dream did you postpone because other people didn't understand it? January hits like a strong cup of coffee. You see your life clearly. You may feel impatient. You may feel extra sensitive to nonsense. You may suddenly lose interest in conversations that go nowhere. That's not arrogance, that's alignment. Career and money. This period pushes you to choose. Do you want comfort or do you want expansion? Sagittarius, you're not a tiny goal sign. If your job doesn't allow growth, you'll start feeling it in your body: fatigue, boredom, irritability, even insomnia from suppressed ambition. A powerful shift happens when you realize you don't need a perfect plan. You need a powerful decision. Money begins to respond when you stop underpricing your talent or giving your best energy to situations that don't respect it. Expect one of these to appear: an unexpected offer, a new client or project, a skill that suddenly becomes profitable, a mentor or connection that opens the next level. But you must do one thing: stop negotiating with your own potential, love, and relationships. If you're in a relationship, the beginning of the year tests the emotional honesty between you and your partner. Not with drama, but with truth. You'll crave deeper connection, more adventure, more real conversations. If your relationship is strong, it becomes a launching pad. If it's been held together by routine, 2026 starts asking questions routine can't answer. If you're single, this period brings a powerful realization: you're not lonely. You're selective now. And that's a glow up. The second quarter, April-June. Your confidence returns and people notice somewhere in spring. You wake up and realize you're back. Not the trying to be positive version of you, the real you. The bold one. The magnetic one. The one who takes up space without apologizing. This is the part of 2026 where your energy becomes attractive again. People start inviting you. Opportunities show up faster. Your name gets mentioned in rooms you're not even in. Here's the secret: your luck multiplies when you move first. In 2026, you can't wait to feel ready. You'll feel ready after you begin. Be especially mindful about money in May and June. You may be tempted to spend as a reward for your hard work, Treat yourself but don't sabotage your growth. You're building a bigger life now. Love and relationships. This is romantic energy, real romantic energy. Not fantasy. Not chaos. Not chasing someone who can't choose you. If you're single, this period can bring someone who feels like fresh air, playful but emotionally mature. Curious about your mind. Supportive of your dreams. Not threatened by your independence. If you're in a relationship, this is the time to create memories, travel, new experiences, a shared goal. Sagittarius, love needs movement. You don't fall in love by sitting still. The turning point of 2026, a choice you can't unsee. By mid-year, you'll face a moment that changes your timeline. It might look ordinary from the outside, a conversation, a contract, a trip, an invitation, a breakup, and no idea at 2 a.m. But you'll feel it. You'll feel the click inside your chest that says, this is the road. This is the life. And once you feel it, you can't go back to pretending you don't know what you want. Health and energy in 2026. Sagittarius, you're a fire sign. Your health is tied to your spirit. When you're inspired, you're unstoppable. When you're bored, you run on fumes. In the first half of 2026, your body asks for two things: consistent movement, not extreme consistent, less emotional clutter. You absorb more than you admit. If you've been pushing through exhaustion, 2026 invites you to build a lifestyle that supports your ambition instead of draining it. Your Sagittarius power rules for the first half of 2026. Keep these like a mantra. Choose one mission. Everything else becomes easier. Your intuition is not random. It's data from your future self. Stop explaining your dreams to people who only understand fear. When you feel called to grow, move. You are not behind. You are being rerouted to something bigger. And now listen, because the second half of 2026 is where the real magic happens. The first half wakes you up. But the second half is where Sagittarius becomes the person people can't ignore. It brings bigger money decisions, a love storyline that turns serious fast, and a fate moment that feels like the universe finally saying, okay, you're ready. Here's your next level. July-December, the rise, the reward, the plot twist you secretly wanted. Sagittarius, here's what I love about the second half of your 2026. It doesn't just promise change, it delivers receipts. If the first half of the year woke you up, the second half makes you look in the mirror and realize, I'm not the same person anymore. This is the season where your choices start echoing. People respond differently to you. Doors open faster. And the things you used to beg life for, you start turning them down because your standards finally catch up to your potential. From July onward, the universe plays a bold game with you. It gives you exactly what you ask for, but it also asks, can you handle it without shrinking? You can. And you will. -1 August, acceleration season, when your life starts moving without you pushing it. July hits with momentum. You may feel like everything is happening at once: messages, opportunities, plans, ideas, invitations. This is not chaos, it's convergence. It's multiple timelines merging into one. Career and money. This is where Sagittarius gets louder financially. Not in a flashy way, more like a confident way. You start making decisions like someone who expects success. Look for one of these themes: a bigger role or leadership opportunity, a contract, collaboration, or offer that upgrades your status, a new income stream, especially online, international, education, travel, media, coaching, speaking, selling, marketing, content, or anything that expands beyond your local world. A second chance to do something you once wanted, but now you're smarter and ready. Your money lesson: don't be scared of growth expenses. Invest in what multiplies your time: tools, skills, visibility, systems. But also, do not lend money, time, or energy to people who drain you and call it friendship. In this season, generosity must have boundaries. Love and relationships. Romance gets interesting here. If you're single, this is prime. I met them unexpectedly. Energy through travel, events, online connections, learning spaces, or a spontaneous invitation you almost declined. This can be someone from a different background. Someone younger, older than you expected. Someone who respects your freedom rather than trying to cage it. If you're in a relationship, July and August ask you a powerful question: are you growing together or just living next to each other? The good news, you can reignite passion fast by changing the scenery. A trip, a new shared goal, a project, even a new routine that includes fun. September. The crossroads month. Your destiny doesn't whisper anymore. September is not subtle. It's a decision month. You may face a choice that looks like stay with what's safe, or step into something bigger that requires courage and consistency. And Sagittarius, this month rewards bravery, career and money. You may get recognition, visibility, or feedback that makes you realize you've outgrown your current level. This could be the month you negotiate a raise, raise your prices, leave a job, launch a serious project, finally commit to a long-term plan. Important, September is the month where distractions try to lure you away. Stay focused. One mission, one big goal. That's how you win. Love and relationships in September. Emotionally, you become clearer, less tolerant of mixed signals, less willing to carry the whole connection alone. If someone is inconsistent with you, September makes it obvious. If someone is real with you, September deepens it. This is the month where some Sagittarians define the relationship. Have the talk. Decide to move in. Decide to move on. Either way, you don't lose because you gain your peace. October, November, the reward phase, when the universe pays you back. These 2 months are powerful. They carry the vibe of harvest, especially if you did the work earlier in the year. In October and November, Sagittarius energy becomes magnetic in a calm way. You're not chasing, you're attracting. Career and money. This is where your strategy pays off. Expect one or more, stronger income, high-quality clients, promotions or leadership opportunities, successful results from something you started earlier, a chance to work with a bigger audience, brand, or platform. If you've been building something quietly, October and November make it visible. Your power move, document your wins. Track your numbers. Make decisions based on results, not anxiety. You're stepping into a more mature, business-minded version of Sagittarius. Love and relationships. Here's what changes: you stop romanticizing potential and start choosing reality. If you're single, you may meet someone who feels safe but exciting, a rare combination. Not boring, grounded. The kind of person who doesn't play games. If you're partnered, love becomes more supportive and serious. You might plan something long-term, moving, investing, traveling, building a future plan that actually feels good. For some Sagittarians, this is engagement energy, commitment energy. We're doing this for real energy. December, the plot twist ending, new identity, a new standard. December 2026 doesn't end quietly. It ends like a season finale. You may look back and realize you're stronger. You're freer. You're more selective. You're more respected. You're finally living like the main character again. December brings closure and new beginnings at the same time. Something old falls away naturally. Something new feels inevitable. Career and money. This is when you see the bigger picture, what worked, what didn't, and what the next year should become. You may receive an offer or idea that becomes your 2027 foundation. Key message: don't downplay your success. Don't hide your ambition. Don't act small to make other people comfortable. That's not your job. Love and relationships. Emotionally, you end the year more honest. You're not in the mood for half-love. December can bring a romantic confession, we need to talk moment that clears everything. A decision about the future of a relationship, or a new connection that feels fated and fast-moving. Your heart becomes bolder, not reckless bolder. Sagittarius 2026, your biggest lessons. Here's what 2026 teaches you. In plain language, you don't need more time. You need more commitment to yourself. Your freedom is sacred, but discipline is what makes it powerful. You are not meant to be understood by everyone. Only by the right people. When you stop chasing validation, you start receiving respect. Your luck isn't random, it's activated by movement and courage. Your Sagittarius do this and win checklist. If you do only these things, 2026 becomes legendary. 1. Pick one main goal and protect it from distractions. 2. Say yes to opportunities that expand you even if they scare you. 3. Raise your standards in love, consistency only. 4. Invest in your skills, visibility, and long-term systems. 5. Travel, learn. Explore. Your spirit needs fuel to stay powerful. 6. Stop explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you. Final message for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, the second half of 2026 is your proof. Proof that you can reinvent yourself without falling apart. Proof that you can be loved without being trapped. Proof that you can earn more without losing your soul. And most importantly, proof that when you finally choose yourself, the universe stops testing you and starts partnering with you.